Hello. This is an example of conceptual art. This is the second idea that I was playing around with and presented to you as a possibility. This one has to do with the act of reading. These are books that I read while away from school, in isolation or locked down. I've always enjoyed reading. Reading frees me and allows me to travel in my mind to different places and share experiences with people who are of a different time, a different place, and have different situations and experiences as well. Books transport me. It's an act of imagination for me. I can put myself in the places that I read about. And since physical travel was not possible, imaginative travel filled the void for me. A lot of these books are travel books. Books written by authors about favorite places of theirs. And I found that very satisfying and enriching. So I've stacked the books in the order that I read them. I keep lists of the books that I read. I have never really thought about why, I just do it. So this is the payoff. I go back in this situation and I accumulate those books and present them in the order that they've been read. And to me, there's a chronological order to them that makes some kind of sense. I've added details to this physical stacking of the books. For example, on the left-hand side, I've added little tags that indicate which month of the year I read those books. So it becomes a bit of a timeline. The suitcase is my format. It's the three-dimensional form that I fill with these books. And the metaphor is that these books transport me, as the suitcase would help me in my own physical transportation to these places. I've added details around the books themselves. I've accumulated some of the things. I don't accumulate a lot of things when we travel, but I generally pick up something small to remind myself of that place and time. So I've placed some of these objects around the stack of books, and this is what I came up with. I'm relatively satisfied with it. I think it looks pretty good as well, but it might be a little bit busy. So I may pare it down. I don't know if I need those objects around the base of the book pile, but they're there for right now, and I may play along with this and see where it goes. Creating art is very much about revision and editing as well. In this second view of my piece, I've removed things from around the base. I've removed those things that I picked up in my travels, the souvenirs. I've taken a couple of towels out, the colorful towels at the base. I've removed these things because they seemed a little bit distracting. I wanted to keep the focus on the books themselves and on the simplicity of the timeline. I can do this, and you can do this, because an artist has an ongoing conversation with the pieces that they create. You have an exchange, an interaction with your work, and you can also always pare it back. You can change it, reinvent it, and come back to it after a duration of time that allows you to refine it. I think I like this better because it is very simple and it keeps the focus on the books. So I find this one more satisfying, and I think that for now I'm going to leave it like this.